The first sign was not a big announcement. It was an empty chair. A man from another team did not come to work that morning. His laptop was gone. His name was missing from the company chat, and nobody said anything. By lunch, everyone understood. He had been let go. No goodbye, no speech, no warning. Just one less person in the office. That afternoon, your boss called a meeting. He smiled like everything was normal and said, "We'll be using more AI tools from now on." Then, he said the sentence that stayed in your head all day. "We need to work faster, reduce unnecessary costs, and do more with fewer people." Everyone nodded. You nodded too. But inside, your chest tightened. Because you did not hear, "AI will help us." You heard, "Maybe they won't need all of us soon." And from that day on, your job did not feel like a job anymore. It felt like an audition to keep your place. Every email felt like a test. Every slow reply felt dangerous. Every small mistake felt bigger than before. Every meeting felt like someone was quietly measuring your value. You still opened the same files. You still answered the same messages. You still did the same work you had been doing for years. But something had changed. Before, work was just work. Now, work felt like proof. Proof that you were still useful. Proof that you were still fast enough. Proof that you still deserved your chair. Then a coworker showed how AI wrote a report in a few seconds. People laughed and said, "That's amazing." Someone else used AI to make a presentation. Another person used it to summarize a long meeting. Everyone sounded excited, so you smiled too. But inside, one question kept coming back. If it can do that, what do they still need me for? You were not against technology. That was not the problem. You knew AI could help. You knew things were changing. You knew you had to learn. But knowing that did not remove the fear, because you had bills, rent, groceries, school fees, parents getting older, a family depending on your salary. And suddenly, AI was not just a tool. It became a question sitting in your chest. What happens to my life if this job disappears? You could not say that out loud at work. Because if you said, "I'm scared AI will replace me," someone would say, "Just adapt. Just learn it. Don't worry too much." But those words did not pay the bills. They did not make the missing chair less real. They did not make your future feel safe. So, you stopped saying anything. You just worked harder. You checked messages faster. You replied even when you were tired. You stayed quiet in meetings because you did not want to sound outdated. You watched AI tutorials late at night. You saved videos you never finished. You opened tools you did not fully understand. You told yourself, "I just need to keep up." But deep down, you were not only learning, you were trying not to disappear. That is what makes this kind of stress so heavy. It does not always look like panic. Sometimes, it looks like a person sitting at a desk, smiling in a meeting, while quietly wondering if their name will be missing next. Sometimes it looks like saying, "Sounds good. I'll handle it. Yeah, I can do that." When inside you are tired. Not sleepy, tired. Tired of proving yourself every day. Tired of learning out of fear instead of curiosity. Tired of wondering if your value is being measured against a machine. Tired of pretending you are calm while your future feels unstable. And after a while, work does not only feel difficult, it feels personal. Every task asks, "Are you still needed?" Every new tool asks, "Can you keep up?" Every company meeting asks, "Are you safe?" Every quiet layoff rumor asks, "Are you next?" That is why you feel drained before the day is even over. Your body is doing the job, but your mind is fighting another battle nobody can see. The battle of not looking scared. The battle of not sounding weak. The battle of not admitting that you feel replaceable. But here's the part that can change. Not everything, not overnight, but something. Because the people who survive change are not always the smartest people in the room. Sometimes, they are simply the ones who stop waiting for fear to decide for them. One evening, instead of scrolling through another video that makes you more anxious, you open a blank page. You write one question. What part of my work can AI already do faster than me? You do not write it to insult yourself. You write it to see clearly. Emails, first drafts, summaries, meeting notes, basic reports, data cleanup, simple research. You look at the list, and yes, it hurts, because some parts of your job are changing. Some parts may never go back to the way they were. But the danger is not seeing that truth. The danger is pretending nothing is changing while everything around you moves faster. Then you write a second question. What part of my work still needs me? Not your job title. You, your judgment, your context, your experience, your ability to understand what the boss actually wants, your ability to notice when a number looks wrong, your ability to explain a messy problem in simple words, your ability to know when an answer sounds correct but does not fit the real situation. AI can write a draft, but someone still has to know if the draft is useful. AI can summarize a meeting, but someone still has to understand what the room was really trying not to say. AI can make a report look clean, but someone still has to ask, is this the right report? That is where you begin. Not by fighting AI, not by pretending it will go away, not by waiting for the company to decide your future for you. You begin by learning how to use it on your own work. Small, quiet, consistent. 15 minutes a day, not 3 hours. Not a whole new life. Not a dramatic promise you will quit after 1 week. Just 15 honest minutes. Monday, you ask AI to rewrite one email. Then you compare it with yours. You do not copy blindly. You study what changed. Tuesday, you ask AI to summarize one report. Then you check what it missed. Wednesday, you ask it to make a checklist for a task you do often. Thursday, you ask it to explain one tool your coworker already understands. Friday, you use it to organize your work for next week. That is it. No big announcement. No motivational speech. No pretending you were suddenly fearless. Just 15 minutes. The first week, you still feel scared. The second week, you feel a little less confused. The third week, you start seeing patterns. The fourth week, something changes. You are no longer only watching other people use AI. You are using it on your own work. You are no longer waiting for a meeting to decide whether you are safe. You are building proof for yourself. A better email, a cleaner report, a faster checklist, a small workflow, a resume that is no longer 5 years out of date, a skill you can actually name. And that matters because fear gets louder when you are only waiting, but fear gets smaller when your hands have something useful to do. This does not guarantee that nothing bad will happen. That would be a lie. Companies can still change. Layoffs can still happen. AI can still move faster than people expected. But if change comes, you do not want to meet it empty-handed. You do not want to say, I was scared for 6 months, but I did nothing. You want to say, I was scared, so I started learning. I was scared, so I made a plan. I was scared, so I stopped waiting. That is the difference. Some people wait for the announcement. They wait for the email. They wait for the meeting. They wait for someone else to tell them whether they are still needed. But the people who make it through change often ask a different question. Not, will AI replace me? But, what can I become harder to replace for? That question does not remove fear, but it gives fear a direction. So tonight, do not tell yourself, I am finished. Tell yourself, I need 15 minutes. 15 minutes to learn the tool. 15 minutes to organize your work. 15 minutes to update one line of your resume. 15 minutes to practice asking better questions. 15 minutes to build a version of yourself that is not just waiting to be chosen or removed. And when the workday ends, do not bring the whole fear home. Breathe for a moment. Name what you are carrying. I am scared. I feel behind. I do not know what will happen. Then add one more sentence. But tomorrow I will do my 15 minutes. That is enough for tonight. Not because it solves your life, but because it turns fear into movement. Then walk back into your life, not as a machine, not as a job title that can be deleted from a spreadsheet, as a person, a husband, A father, someone still learning, someone still trying. Do not let work take the best of you. Then give your family only what fear left behind. Tomorrow, make the plan. Tonight, come back to yourself. Because the first step is not escaping the future. It is facing it early enough that it does not quietly break you.